name is Ibe Okwara-Osonwa, and I represent the very prosperous people of Aruchukwu, Ohafia Federal Constituency. I'm from God's own state with God's own governor. I come from Abia State. So the first thing we have to do is to think about what a smart school actually means. Smart school is basically a modern concept where technology is leveraged to make teaching and learning very seamless. And the goal is really to make education in touch with what happens today. Me, I'm an old man. I might look young, but I'm quite old. And I came from an era where blackboards were what we used to teach. The younger generation, Gen Z, used white marker boards like the one on my table or on my back, just at the corner there. What we have is a shatterproof screen that can easily access interactive tools online. It makes teaching easy and seamless for the teachers, and that's the whole idea. Now, we live in a world right now that is very technologically inclined. You put a 6-month-old child here with a phone or a computer or an iPad or whatever, and he will swipe to his heart content, knowing how to use it. If you leave him long enough with it, he will use it more than his parents that gave it to him. So we need to start to leverage on what we have to prepare our children for tomorrow. There's no need my children being not in the village going to school being better than the children that are in the village going to school. Education should be for all. The fulcrum of any community, any society is to make sure that their human resource capital is prepared for tomorrow. And that's all we're doing. So that when our children finish school, when they finish secondary school, primary school, middle school, and they have to move to another location, some may have to move to another country, nothing that will be shown to them. So at large, we'll start with my community. My community is in need of very good schools. Now, the Ofaliapo school is an existing school body. They have other classroom blocks. This classroom block that we've adopted to convert into a digitalized smart school is a building that was built by an age grade. Now in Igbo land, what we do is because we have always been self-reliant, our community is developed from within. So you have age grades given assignments upon the approach of their retirements to build a classroom block or something. Now those classroom blocks or roads or whatever are delivered and left. Sometimes they're not used well. So we took a building that already exists and converted it into this building, which we are very grateful that we had a good building to start with. But the whole idea is waste not, want not. If I wanted to do this thing and there wasn't a building to do it, I'd have had to go build a building, then equipped it. It would have cost a lot more money and it would have taken a lot more time. Upon the adoption of this building to the delivery of it, took us, we targeted and marked 30 days. We did it in 20. The cost of the equipment is the real asset in it. It's quite expensive. And I will use this opportunity to thank our partners, our tech partners that provided the equipment for us at very good rates and all. Because again, this wasn't a zonal intervention project. It wasn't a capital project. There is absolutely no recourse to the government. And yet it was paid for fully. And in the process, we trained 200 people, both teachers from the school and other people from the general community that were in will to learn. I would also tell you something. During the presentation of the school, my governor was shown the school, and one of the teachers that was trained came and demonstrated the teaching skills that they had just learned. Now the woman kept saying prospective teacher, prospective teacher. After a while, my governor stopped and asked, why do you keep saying prospective teacher? And the lady said because she's not a teacher anymore, she used to work but doesn't work anymore and doesn't have a job, but she's hoping she can go back in. So she's upskilling herself for any opportunity that will get her back into the capital market. Guess what? My governor just turned around and said, how many of you are like that? I think they said there were about 10 or so of them. He turned around to the local government chairman and said, let them be immediately employed starting from the 1st of December. So from Monday morning, they are going to report for work. So we have achieved not just providing an equipment for the community, but we've also employed people from the economy instantly. Now, the other beautiful thing is that the governor has also said this model is going to be used across the state. So all of a sudden, it's a pilot case, which is what I told him it to be. To be in business, it's called a proof of concept. And we've done a proof of concept. We've seen, we have shown it can be done. So now he has to go roll it out across the state, which he has always wanted to do. Because it's the right way to go. And I don't know if you know, but he is a very educated man. He understands, very educated and very enlightened. Like I said, we've trained 200 teachers. We trained another 70 or so teachers from the current, that Ofo school. Were trained on it. They've never used this equipment. They've never done any of these things. So they were trained on it. They were trained how to use it, how to use artificial intelligence to make teaching more interactive and easy. Make sure that they don't have to spend hours upon hours preparing learning material. They were taught how to navigate the screen. The screen is exceedingly interactive. The Walby screen is exceptionally interactive. It uses artificial intelligence to be able to provide equipment or driver data for the teachers to use. It also allows external learning. While we were presenting these, we had teachers that were using the same equipment. One was in Lagos in VI, the other one was in Lagos in Lekki. And we spoke to them from the class. There's 24 hours security. The internet is 24 hours compliant. Everything that makes life easy, we've provided for this curriculum in Nigeria. The curriculum that the Ministry of Education has provided, nothing has changed. All we have just done is change the mode of delivery. And also, think about it, it's a rural school. They might not have someone that is well versed in literature, art. They don't have to now rely on the material or the person that they don't have. The person can log in from Lagos and teach the children from the screen while being completely remote. Remember, the same way you will use your phone. It's the same way this thing works. It has a live camera that works, has microphones that capture. They don't write on a board. Everything is fingers. You write on the board. The screen is ready for children. It's shatterproof, breakproof. It will stand the test of time. Now, the best schools in the world use this. When I say the best schools in the world, the best schools in the world is Eton, where princes go to school in England. Harrow, where princes go to school in England. And they use it. There are schools in Lagos right now that are using it. So why should we be behind? I might be from Abia State. You might not have oil money like River State, or we might not have the third or fifth largest economy in Africa like Lagos, but it does not mean we will not get our children ready for when we do become that third, fourth, fifth largest economy in Africa or Nigeria, because Abia State is positioning itself to be a technical and a technological hub. The school was commissioned by my governor, and he has already bought into it. The guys are already working with the government to be able to replicate this across all local governments in the state. As per the national discussion, each state has its own plan, but like I said, Lagos State is fully bought in on this, and this is what Lagos State is doing. Now, if Lagos is supposed to be the center of excellence, and the center of excellence is already doing it, then that means you're on the right track, and every other person can now go and learn and see what's happening. People that don't understand what it is, all they have is an excitement that they have a new school that they can teach their children with. We have people that don't understand completely what it means, and they say it's an old building, how can it be a smart school? It's not the building, it's what is in it. And people that will say it will be stolen, this thing, they will not use it, but they will steal it. And I say, I feel sorry for who wants to steal, because it has 24-hour security. The camera never goes down. Even if you break the camera, it's remotely controlled. I can see everybody's face.
Oh.
So if you steal, good luck to you. You will see the 4 confinement walls of a cell.